talk to that point. What changed in success, focus, execution, bottom line results? What changed when you went from 113 things, of which about sounds like half, more than half, got done, to 3?
Yeah. Well, here's what changed. It was, I would say it was profound. And it just so happened at the time we made the change, we were trying to make a jump from a 3.0 software level to a 4.0 software level.
Okay.
And it was a big jump. It was already an enterprise class piece of software, but the big goal was to go from 3.0 to 4.0. And inside that goal was to completely rebake the user interface, to add business intelligence tools, to add 3 or 4 other significant components. Okay. And the approach was getting the management team to agree on what it meant to go from 3 to 4. And then what we did was we communicated that to the entire company. We divided the goals into 90-day goals. And you know what's interesting, this is a little bit different. And we were an agile software development shop, but this is a little bit different than just agile thinking. Why? Because agile thinking is continuous improvement. Agile thinking is 1-week sprints or 2-week sprints. And every time you're going to release. Well, that mindset, as good as it is 100% tactical. So I didn't want to be 100% tactical. We need to be strategic. We need to get to a big goal at the end of the time period. So what we did was we set 90-day release goals that were major enhancements to the software. And we did that over a period of, let's say, 12 months. I think it was in reality 5 quarters. And every quarter, we had a very specific goal. Everyone knew it. We talked about it at every monthly meeting. And in addition to that, there was a bonus given to the entire software development group based on hitting the deadline. And of course, if you know anything about software, hitting deadlines is almost not in their vocabulary, right? So, there's a famous expression in software development: twice as long, twice as expensive. And that's an understatement. But by using this type of execution-based approach, a very narrow, specific execution-based approach, we were able to hit every goal. They missed one goal and they didn't get the bonus. And the manager didn't understand why they didn't get the bonus. I said, this was simple. You have a date, you have to hit the date. You don't hit the date, there's no bonus, okay? And they got the message. I think they got the first bonus, they missed the second bonus. I said, too bad, get it done. And the next quarter, you now know what your goal is for the next quarter. And it's not the last bonus. It's the next body of work, and it must get done.
How did you bonus prior to this, right? Where you had many different objectives, a laundry list, the 113.
There was no fully integrated compensation plan towards these goals.
Okay. Yeah.
So the point being, it's transformative. It changes a sort of steady state world of always struggling into a world of demonstrable success, where everyone feels great about the fact that they hit the goal. They all agreed the goal was reachable. We agreed on how long it was going to take to go through this major release, and we did it. And after we did it, we won 6 or 8 awards for the product.
Wonderful.
Yeah, with national recognition.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So yeah, it's exciting. And but you know, the point being, from the consulting standpoint, um, you know, it's hard to manage the way I just described when you're always tactical. It's just
Mhm,
really hard. You have to completely change your thinking, and even more profoundly, you have to completely change your culture into
mhm.
one of vulnerability, cooperation, clarity, and achievement.
Can you talk about who challenging decisions is geared towards? Who are your customers, ideally?
Well, in the sense of our conversation up to this moment,
Yeah.
you know, it's a decision support and uh, process or approach change kind of consulting. It's I wouldn't describe it as project consulting. It's more like decision support consulting,
Hmm.
and typically it's going to be uh, either entrepreneurs that are new at operating companies, SMBs that by their nature tend to be exclusively tactical, or lower middle market. So
Hmm.
that would be the prime goal. But you know, in this short time we're spending with this interview, you know, I can only tell you a little bit about myself. But you know, there's elements of my expertise that also move into other areas of, let's just say, incentive marketing, as we described. So
Hmm.
a large, let's say, Fortune 1000 company that's running an incentive strategy, I could be very beneficial to them and to understand how to design and structure their incentive strategy. Also, having lived through hypergrowth, anybody that's experiencing hypergrowth, and you know, there's lots of companies growing extremely rapidly today,
Yeah.
and you know, the poster child for extraordinary rapid growth is a guy named Jeffrey Moore with Crossing the Chasm and Inside the Tornado. And he's updated those books, but the fundamental underpinnings of those books are very, very important to understanding exactly how much turmoil and crisis management you have to do when you're growing that rapidly. There's
Yeah.
nothing easy about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, George, it's been wonderful learning about your background, about MTC performance, and what you can offer clients or what you're offering clients today. Thank you for being a consultant rather than retiring and moving on to wonderful, wonderful, just enjoying life type things. I think a lot of folks out there, perhaps myself included, really can benefit from your insight. So thank you.
I appreciate that, Kenai. Thank you for the
Yeah.
opportunity to share.
Yeah.